Are elections really about leadership or control? Because sometimes what happens behind the scenes matters more than what we see. Elections are supposed to be simple. People choose leaders, leaders serve the people. Power changes hands based on the will of the majority. It's a system built on trust. Trust that every vote counts. Trust that the process is fair. At least, that's how it's meant to work. But in reality, things are not always that clear. In Nigeria, elections are not just about policies. They are about influence, structure, control. And sometimes, who has the power to shape the system itself? Because beyond the ballots, there are forces most people never see. In many cases, people don't just vote for ideas. They vote for identity, ethnicity, region, religion. Not always because they want division, but because they want representation. Someone familiar, someone who feels like us. And over time, this becomes a powerful political tool. Because when identity shapes voting strategy changes, political messaging becomes targeted, groups are mobilized differently, differences are emphasized, sometimes more than unity itself. And critics often argue that when divisions deepen, they can make populations easier to influence. Then comes the bigger question, not just about voters, but about the system. There have been concerns raised over time about how electoral rules are written and sometimes adjusted. Debates around whether changes to electoral laws truly strengthen democracy or create advantages for those already in power. Questions about institutions that are meant to be independent, whether they always remain neutral or sometimes face pressure. Even the role of oversight bodies and whether they act freely or within political influence. These are conversations that continue year after year. And then there is election day itself. Reports and stories people share, ballot box interference, vote buying, promises made in exchange for support, distribution of money or goods in a country where many are struggling, where poverty can make small incentives feel significant, and where choice can sometimes be influenced by immediate survival. In any democracy, opposition is important. It creates balance, accountability. But concerns are often raised about whether opposition voices always have equal space to compete, whether political environments are fully open or shaped in ways that favor those already in power, and whether institutions meant to remain neutral always succeed in doing so. Because when people begin to question the process, something deeper is affected. Trust, participation, belief in the system itself. And once trust weakens, rebuilding, it becomes difficult. Elections are meant to reflect the people. But when questions about control continue to rise, the conversation changes. Are people truly choosing leaders, or is the system shaping the outcome?